Years of the Living Dead is a 1986 horror film directed by Samuel M. Sherman and starring Scott Schwartz, Robert Deveau, Donna Asali, Robert Allen, Bob Sacchetti, Corri Burt, and Leonard Corman. The film opens with a trucker keeping an eye out for Smokies. We get some hot traffic action and we realize that his truck is filled with something radioactive. In the real world, that truck would have more signs on it than a stock car if it was carrying radioactive waste. The truck gets hijacked and they're on their way.
Check report. Armed suspect hijacked mill run tanker heading west on Route 25.
Who the hell called the cops that fast? They drive through Banjo Country and shit. Inconvenient! The truck gets back into town and I guess goes to this factory, but we never find out how or why. That's just a cordless home phone. I guess this is the same guy that hijacked the truck, and it's a terrorist attack. None of these guns look real. That was believable. Bad police work. Even worse police work. They then roam the factory, ending up in a chase at the end. Then there's a shock. Man, this is going to be a shitload of paperwork. Have a Werther's, kid.
Your dad's special project will be finished in 5 weeks. Then you're to go home. You know I like having you here, Jonathan, but at my age, I also like a little peace and quiet.
Yeah, so fuck off. I won't have my bitches over.
I took my laser disc player back to the video store today, and they wanted to charge me $175 to fix it. I told them to forget it.
Laserdisc, the official format sponsor of this film. I guess they parked this guy in X-ray and he's getting an injection from Herbert West. We then get a Laserdisc repair montage.
This is good, Felix. You'll like this. Warning, high voltage. Remover of cover exposes hazardous voltages. I gotta use that.
Just put your tongue on it, Flick. He's just touching shit with a pair of pliers, isn't he? This music sounds like he's fighting the final boss in an early 2000s Mario game.
Oh, damn, Felix!
What? Shit!
Got your fast film and high-speed lenses?
Yeah.
Good. This place is dark and it's going to be a bitch to shoot.
Fucking vloggers. These reporters are going out to where mass graves were found last year, and night will be the best time. 2 guys show up, one being a zombie, and he's getting the fuck out of there. More zombies show up, and thanks for watering the grass. He burns the scarecrow, and wait a minute. She just sat there watching as this shit was going down. We get the car doesn't start cliche, and they flee. Randall gets choked and passes out without a fight, and his companion is kidnapped by the attackers. Don't worry, we will hear or see nothing of that woman for the remainder of the film. The next day, Randall is walking in the rain. He then gets picked up by Shelley, who brings him home and makes him breakfast. Randall then goes out looking for cars and guns.
But a man's got a right to protect himself, don't he? He's got a right to protect his home.
Not anymore, he doesn't. Not with all these liberals all over the place infiltrating the government.
It ain't safe to walk the streets at night. Now it ain't safe to stay home.
It's disgusting, that's what it is. It's disgusting.
Shit, things haven't changed one bit. Then he buys an illegal firearm. This film is so cheap we only get one side of this conversation.
Oh, that's good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, that is a nice place. Look, I think that we better get something straight right away.
Shelley doesn't want to go out with Randall, but then relents and they go see some public domain Three Stooges. He's really getting a serial killer look. This suddenly feels like a Lifetime movie.
You see, the voltage is multiplied here and produces the laser beam in this part of the circuit. It's this fabulous optical unit which can be adjusted to focus the beam for the proper target distance. In this case, the video disc is the target.
Gramps has no fucks left to give.
Did you bring your family's video player over?
Yeah, but I feel like a thief.
They won't miss it.
Bullshit. 2 Laserdisc players in one neighborhood in 1986? Nope. Didn't happen. Randall returns to find zombies in his room and he runs like hell, dropping his firearm and being picked up by Gramps. Shelley then gets a call to come by and check out the mess that's at Randall's boarding house. Shouldn't they come to her and not have her walking through an active crime scene? Randall stays with Gramps and Jonathan as Shelley stays at the police station waiting for news, which makes no fucking sense. She goes looking for him and we get a driving montage. What a bitch! She finds him at another showing of public domain Three Stooges. Is this the same theater? She doesn't seem the least bit concerned.
I know it sounds crazy, but I think somebody's found a way to bring dead bodies back to life. Why, I don't know.
You expect me to believe that?
Believe it. I've seen it.
You're really serious, aren't you?
Okay, you sold me. I believe it. Hey, here's a clue I had in my pocket the whole time. Shelley heads home and finds company. Then there's a freakout montage. What the fuck am I watching? It was all a dream. Then he calls Shelley with no answer, meaning she's in trouble, and not down at the Waffle House with the guy she picked up that lost his unicorn. Then Randall learns that his clue refers to a prison on Rock Island and that there had been experimentation on the island before it was closed 40 years ago.
Well, thank you very much, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Helpful? Well, just don't come again. Once is enough.
I like that lady. We then get this scene because they thought it was necessary. That night, Jonathan and Missy stake out the cemetery with his laser gun built from Laserdisc players. A dude rings a bell, drips some blood, and the dead rise.
Here he comes. Let's go.
Wait, let's try the gun.
Come on. What are you waiting for?
Doesn't work.
Let's go.
What a piece of shit! They tell Gramps, who buys their drug-induced bullshit, and they decide to go with Randall to the prison and stop this madness. They also call this guy, who we never see in the film, and he tags along. This guy hops out with a M16, and he gets immediately killed. A bell rings to wake the dead, and Randall finds Shelley. I guess he stands there staring at her for a minute. Jesus, Gramps, you bring the kids along and then send them on their own? You must really hate those little fuckers. They get out, and here's our man behind the curtain. That's right, it's the coroner, who we met for 60 seconds earlier in the film.
What do you mean it's none of my business? People are being killed. Doesn't that bother you, Doctor?
A little bit. But I've been attending the dead for so many years. Let's just say I'm reclaiming lives.
Okay. That guy gets his hand fried and becomes a laser disc shooting gallery. That sucked. Gramps with the grab, and they lived happily ever after. This film was unfinished until it was sold to the USA Network. The producers then took that money and finished the film. A few years later, it winds up on USA Up All Night, and 30 years after that, ends up on some asshole's watch list. Needless to say, it's a bad film. The effects are mainly dime store fare, and the script is cow dung. There are a few hints that they were trying to use that word raiders in the title to make you think it could possibly be sort of an Indiana Jones flick by exploring the prison. Doesn't really land at all, but there are a few moments that kind of sound like John Williams' iconic score. I would say the film fails, but it doesn't really try to begin with. I wouldn't try it either.
Hey, I'm talking to you! Hey, what's in the box? Ah!